Yippee-ki-yay, melon farmer.
Hey, welcome back, knife nerds and everyday care people. It's your boy, the Big Canucker, and we're having a look at something here that happens to not be a knife. It happens to be a light. And it happens to be, I think, a pretty damn good light. It happens to be the Manker Mini Stryker. And so we're going to have a look at that. And every time I hear that Stryker, it always reminds me of Airplane when they're talking about, Stryker already smacks a chick. It's just one of my fond memories as a kid watching Airplane and not understanding all the jokes, but thinking, damn, that was funny. And then watching it as an adult and then getting all these adult humors. Like, I had no idea why the captain's saying to the young kid, Billy, do you like gladiator movies? No idea. That went right over top of my head when you're, like 8 or 9 years old or 10 years old. But yeah, just dating myself there. So let's have a look at the old tabletop, and we'll have a look at this Stryker. We'll go over some of the stuff on it. It's a Connect little light. Before we do, please don't forget to mash that subscribe button as well as that like, share, leave a comment. I appreciate it. I love hearing from you guys. Questions, concerns, comments, even critiques. Hey, I don't mind getting them all. But just please help me to spread my voice by subscribing, and don't forget to hit that little bell notification, and you'll get a little message every time I upload something. So let's go to the tabletop, and let's do the old Scooby-Doo. All right, we're here at the tabletop, and we're having a look at this Manker, Mini Manker Stryker, or Stryker Mini by Manker. And of course, it came in a really Connect little box here. Got that. It was a great little box. It's specifically designed for it. You've got yourself the charging cable. It came with that. It also came with a few other things too that I thought was pretty neat. It has little spots on here for your loom, like just these little tiny glow in the dark things to give it that little bit of an extra kind of EDC. Now, I have tried using them in there, but these little holes and these little slots here, they just don't seem to fit extremely well. If you were going to put them in there, I would put perhaps a tiny dab of super glue in there just to kind of pop it in. And that way you've got that kind of extra glow in the dark. It also comes with one here too, tritium, a little tritium tube you can put inside there. And it has, as you can see, it looks like it's a Zerk on-off button. So it's just that kind of little bit of a touch of class. This is a titanium version. They do have these ones here, these mini Strykers, in like kind of a budget version. I think it's aluminum. I'm not sure what the material is, but this one here is full titanium, and it's quite a little heck of a light here. It's got a really, really long throw on it, 430 meters in bright. And then it's got a 50 meters or 50 lumens in low. So it's got, I think, what is it? It's about 200 200 meters of a throw in the small, in the 50 lumen. And in the high lumen, I think it's 635 lumens with a 430 meter throw, or that's right, same thing as a yard. It also comes with a spare O-ring. Right here, and it also comes with a like I said, the little tritium things. It is IP6 rated for waterproof and 1.5 meter drop. You don't want to drop it no matter what. On the one side it's got some non-English, on this side it's got English, and I'm going to kind of put that up there just so you guys can perhaps, if you want to pause on that to get all the particulars on this. If you ever want to read it, if you're thinking of getting one yourself and you can't find this anywhere, you can find it right here. Just push pause. All right, we'll get that the heck out of the way. We'll get myself sitting down again, grab myself a little sip of water because I'm getting older. We'll get that out of the way. Now, of course, here, what you have here is you've got yourself a little small light. It's just a little over 4 inches long. But the other real cool thing about this one, can be a tactical light. And so with this tactical, I'm not sure what you call these, tactical spikes, just, self-defense spikes, DNA catchers, some people can call it that. It brings it to 4.68 inches. And then just to give you a size idea, here, of course, I'm carrying today I'm carrying this big bugger here, which is the XM24, and you can see that the XM24 kind of dwarfs that. Just the blade on the XM24 is very close to the size of this Manker Mini. But these, as you can see here, these are got some little bit of points. I mean, they're not so sharp that if you're carrying this, you're gonna kind of cut yourself in pocket or anything like that. But if you're carrying this and you happen to hit somebody with that, if you have to give somebody a hammer fist with that, you're gonna do some damage. You're gonna, gouge an eye out with this. You're be able to scoop an eye out. I don't understand completely what the different design here is for. It looks like it's got like kind of a some I guess you'd call those tri-lobes. I'm not sure why they've done that. I'm sure there's some technical reason for it. I don't completely understand. I never really carried it like that. The one thing though is when you were using this, I did shine the light with this on it. It didn't give any sort of it wasn't different lighting. I mean, the lighting was still excellent. It still had the great throw with it. And it had the good flood too as well. That's the one thing about this light here. We're going to kind of maybe perhaps try to turn this on, see if you can tell. Hopefully it doesn't wash everything out. But you can see that it's got a center light here. And we'll go down to the smaller one just in case it washes out the camera. But you can see that it's got a center light to it. But it also has that surrounding flood to it. So it is kind of a combo light, especially in the bright. And you'll see here, I'm going to, I ended up taking this out to my campsite and using it for a bit. And I took a little bit of pictures when it's pitch black. And when you're shining here in my campsite, that's about 50 yards or 50 meters to this little pole. And it lights up my entire campsite. And I have a really, really big campsite. Even if our individual campsite is enough to probably put 3 large-sized trailers on. And you can see that it lights up the area quite a bit. It's got the dual position clip on it, and the clip is completely removable too. You just kind of pop it off there, but you can use it as kind of a headlamp if you put it inside of your beak, or you can also put it there. It's a little bit difficult to kind of get in there because you're going down inside there, but it can be used as a clip. Well, here, we're gonna put this off here. We'll see if we can. There you go. I kind of popped off. Now, let's just see here. Now, I think it can also go right. Oh, geez. It's just got some really neat areas where you can tie this lanyard on either side if you want. Now, you can split this in half too as well. Let's just see here. That can pop off. And then there goes here is the kind of the power plant or the heart of this particular light. It is a 14500 Manker rechargeable light, and all you do is you can charge it up with just simply a USB type C, and it's 940 milliamps. So a lot of you guys know the 14500 light or battery is very, very similar to the AAA. So if you happen to have this dead and you needed to use this light, you needed some light, and you had some AAAs, the AAAs will pop right in, or sorry, not the AAAs, the AA's will pop right in there, and you could use them, but you're using them at a reduced capacity. It's not going to be the 635 lumens. I do believe with a AA, like say nickel, an NIMH battery, I think it is 265 lumens. So, you're losing quite a bit, but it is still an effective light, and it's just an effective LED too as well. It's just got a really good optics in there with that center throw, and you also got the flood to it as well. So let's just kind of pop this back on there. I do believe this could also go right here, there. So you could actually. There we go. So you can use that here in this particular ring, or you can drop it down on here. Either one, it'll go. It's probably a little bit easier for that to go kind of inside there and then this way. So I think I probably had it on a little bit wrong, or it just kind of popped in there. Yeah. So I mean, it's it seems like it's quite a good light. When you've got it cranked open at the 635 lumens on total high, you're looking at, I think, a minute and 30 seconds, about 90 seconds at full blast. And then it drops down to 265 lumens. And it'll do that for an hour and 9 minutes. And then it'll drop down again to 8 lumens, and it'll go for an hour and 15 minutes. So you've got about, on full bright, not very long, but you've got a really usable 235 lumens for about an hour and a half, which is fairly decent. On the low intensity beam, sorry, the low intensity here, you're going to end up going for quite some time. I do believe it is 6 hours and 30 minutes at 50 lumens, which is, I can tell you, when you have a look at that that dark the footage I shot in the night, and I'll just add that in here, and then you can have a look at it here right now. You can see that 50 lumens is quite good. So let's just kind of have a second here. We'll look at that, and then we'll also look at the strobe inside there at the same time.
All right, here we have this mini Stryker, and here we have the dim, and you can see here that little pole there, that is about 50 paces away, or about 50 yards away, or 50 meters here if you're up here in Kazakhstan. And then we've got two different types of brightness. So you've got a full bright, and then you've got a dim. So, and you can see that it not only has a good spotlight, it also lights up the peripherals too as well. And there is a strobe on it, and you got to hit this thing twice. There we go. And there is your strobe. And your strobe is at full brightness.
Now, welcome back. Even at 50 lumens, you could see that it had quite a good throw, and you could see that the video was chopped up a little bit because I had a hard time kind of getting the strobe on. Now, first click is high, second click is low, and now to get the strobe on, you have click. You don't have to click it, but you have pressed twice, and then it will go to strobe. And then to keep strobe on, then you click it all the way. So we go click. There we go. See that? And then click it, and it's full on. So double click, and then you're on. So that's how you. I had to read the manual. I thought it was just double click. You know, I thought it was just 2 quick flashes, and it was on, but it's not. So it's kind of those half clicks. And that is also, the other thing is, anytime this has been turned off for more than a couple of seconds, it will automatically default to bright. There you go. And there's your dim. And I mean, it just seems like it's a really excellent light. It's got some really, really neat features to it. If you're a tactical guy, you know, because this is not really, I don't think this would be considered a prohibited weapon. Like if you're the type of person who'd say walks with their dog at night quite a bit, and you're a little bit concerned that you might run into some bad guys, or you might just needed to kind of defend yourself, nobody's going to fault you having a flashlight in your hand. And if you spin those around and you've got them ready to go, you can use the strobe to blind your guy, and you can also kind of use the jabbing motion, the palm strikes with the big fins on there, and you could really do some damage, enough to get away. I mean, because a lot of times that's all you want to accomplish, is you want to just get yourself away from, you know, a really, really sticky situation. I think this is a great little light. I just happen to like something a little bit smaller in my pocket. Yeah, just lights. Hey, we're talking about lights here. And that's what I kind of carry here. I like this quite a bit. I've just found that the head size on this is just a little bit, sticks out too much if I'm wearing it inside my pocket. But if you're using this inside of a pack or anything like that, it's not super, super heavy. I'm just trying to think here. What is the weight of this? Let's just see here. 102 grams without the battery. So, you know, I'm not sure what that battery weighs, but let's just say 125 grams. You know, and it's just, I mean, that head size is just a little bit too big for sticking out of my pocket. If I wanted something for my pack, this would be it. Or if I was walking the dog and I had this in my hand, or kind of using this lanyard to this adjustable lanyard here, you can see it's got the little pull button. So if I had it, you know, in my hand on my wrist, you could use this to do some damage to somebody if you're in that situation, and you don't have, you know, if you're living in a place where you don't have if you've got some pretty strict weapon carry laws, this can help you out. Of course, I'm not a lawyer, so you know, use at your own risk, but it's still quite a nice little light. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys had a great time. Just a real quick word of warning here. This is what I carry in my pocket. This is the Olight Baton 3. This is the brass version. No, this is the 4. I'm sorry. And this thing here is wicked bright and can get wicked hot, and it went off in my pocket the other day on full blast on turbo mode, and it burnt a hole in my pocket. And I'm just going to put a picture down here. You can have a look at that. You can see that it burnt it up. So yeah, just a little word to the wise. No matter what light you have, if it's one of these super bright ones, be careful. It's when it's in your pocket because you can burn yourself up pretty good. All right, please stay safe out there. Please keep your stick on the ice, the shiny side up. This is the Big Canucker saying adios.